Eveliina, and she's got a birdie look. Yes. Catching up with Owen Scoggins, throwing her second on hole 2. That's tracking downhill right to the pin and gets a great skip. If this can stay clean, Eveliina may be up there for birdie, and she is.
Oh, yes.
Well inside the circle. She'll have a birdie look to open the 3rd round. Converts on the birdie.
Yes.
Tatar with a birdie look on 2. And in the middle, not a problem for Kristen. Off to a great start. Turton off the tee of 4.
That looks clean. Oh, yeah.
She's going to be parked.
Nice shot. Because really, you like the sidearm into that green.
Watching Rachel off the 5th, and this is heading right to the pin.
Oh.
Oh, dries up short. She'll still be just inside circle 1, but she'll have a birdie look. She can take the solo lead with a birdie here. Just outside of the circle, and she gets it.
Wow.
Rachel with 3 birdies in a row.
Can Eveliina get past the squirrel? Clear. The squirrel is safe.
And then it's going to take a jaunt to the left. Salonen on point, just outside of bullseye. What a drive. All the way through the gap.
Perfect.
Yeah, Terry, I asked Eveliina if she had placed her tee shot there, and she looked at me and she said, no, I paid someone to put it there for me.
Right side rough. Overall, pretty good effort there by Val. As we're with Sarnen. The standstill. I feel like she was right there yesterday. Almost the exact same spot. Missy with a birdie look on the 11th. She gets that one to drop. Very rough round here for Missy in the early goings. See if she can turn things around on the back 9. Standstill from Salonen.
Yep.
Tracking right to the pin. She's on fire.
Chance to get some confidence back for Rachel.
Pulls it inside, but goes just deep of the pin. So definitely a look to get at least one of those over par strokes that she's been giving out over the last few holes. Or jam it in.
Yeah, that's as careful as you can be. Just throw it right in the basket.
Throw it over there and let the chains catch it. This is a big moment for Rachel. Not only has she been on the bogey train for the last 3 holes, this is a chance to reverse one of those, pick up the birdie, and gain some momentum going into hole number 12. And she does it. Possibly tomorrow. So if that humidity is up and the winds are up, it's going to make for an entirely, maybe even unpleasant day out there in Morton, Illinois. And Eveliina dials up another one. Great chance for Kristen to get something going. She's had opportunities over the last few holes, but hasn't taken advantage. She can here, shy of 200 feet to the pin, and well done.
There's a nice dead center putt for Kristen.
Yeah, she has struggled on the green over the last few holes, but that one she picks up for birdie. She's back to even par on today's round, but Eveliina Salonen, your leader, continues to build on. She picks up her 4th in a row. Welcome back to Owen Scoggins, throwing her second on the 13th.
The last part of the shot goes over water. She needs the height.
She's got it.
It'll be all about the height and the angle on this release. This looks good.
It's better than good. It's great. Salonen next to the pin.
Yeah, it would have taken a miracle shot for her to get within putting range.
Rachel. I love the spot there. She's not necessarily past the basket, so when she's putting, there'll still be land directly behind where the basket is. So if she were to have any challenge or miss the putt, she's likely not going to head into the water. She gets it.
That barely hung on.
Not by much, but left side corner pocket. And that's a pretty good start. Eveliina now going to the forehand. I feel like at this point she's almost just showing off. She's like, oh, this is too easy backhand. I'm piping all these lines and hitting all these gaps. I'm just going to lace one right down the middle with a near perfect forehand. For 6 in a row. She's got it. Salonen on fire. Owen throwing her second. She likes the turnover line there as opposed to forehand, which seems somewhat surprising with where she was trying to put it. She gets it. Scoggins has picked up now 3 of her last 4, and Owen at 4 under.
Needed to turn it over a little bit more. Instead, Heiser's out. She's going to be on the hillside. And misses the 2 tree she needed. Nicely done.
A rare opportunity to get one back on Eveliina. They haven't come very lately, and she's going to get it. Kristen in for birdie. Rachel also with the opportunity to pick one back up from Eveliina. She too converts. Not by much, but it's in, and she'll pull within 5 of Eveliina. This is going to push to the right side. Oh, it hits the bridge and checks up. Not necessarily a bad thing for where she was headed. Kristen, a birdie look on 17. She gets it, just barely.
That looked so good. She had the line perfect out of her hand, and it was this extra extension. Just watch as she releases. Boom, that extra little push gets her just over the cage and in for birdie.
From 44 feet, Kristen, the birdie on 17.
She can see the top of the basket.
Albatross? Just over the top. So just like yesterday, she is deep of the pin in 2 shots. I believe the only woman we've seen do that, and now she's done it 2 days in a row. Silva, long range. Yes! She throws it in to close out with a birdie. And the smile as well coming from Silva.
That's the biggest smile that we've seen out of Silva.
Kristen, in the last 4 holes in round 1, went 3 under. Yesterday, in the last 5 holes, she went 5 under. Today, setting herself up for what might be her 3rd eagle on 18. She's eagled 18 both rounds 1 and 2. Eveliina has stalled out over the last few holes, and that's trouble.
Yeah, they just located her disc. She's 45 feet into the rough. She actually has somewhat of a window. She's not quite in the creek. She's got maybe a 2x2 slot. She's going to try and feed this through to get back to the fairway. Certainly going to be a stroke or two.
And thankfully, it does look brighter to see where she's standing. So that means there is some opening in the trees.
Coming.
And she gets out. Yes. What a shot by Eveliina. Unbelievable recovery. Lumrose in for the eagle on 18.
You know, we don't know who the champion's going to be yet, Terry, but we kind of have a good idea of who it's not going to be. Look down that leaderboard. Missy Gannon's not going to be able to repeat. Holland Hanley's going to have to wait till Europe to try to get her first major. And we're going to have a heavyweight battle here with Eveliina and Kristen tomorrow. There's a chance Kristen could pick up 4 strokes on the last 4 holes, guys.
Just a matter of what will her deficit look like heading into Championship Sunday B.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And a bullseye hit for Valerie Mundahano.
You're feeling that momentum. You're feeling confident. You can hit the lines and make up strokes or increase your lead.
Kristen with an opportunity to get her 3rd eagle in a row on the 18th hole. And she's done it. 3 consecutive days of closing out with an eagle. Kristen picks up 2 more on Eveliina. The par save by Eveliina. Just 1 bogey on today's round, coming way back on hole number 2. Rachel Turton will remain on the lead card.
We had one player, Eveliina, kind of just take charge. Once she started stringing those birdies together, that's when she really stretched out the lead and was really taking command of the course. It came down to those final few holes, though, that really, when you saw the switch, when you saw Kristen get a little confident, start to get the putts to drop, made up the strokes on Eveliina, and now that lead has shrunken just a bit and made for a good conversation going into tomorrow's round. And I can't wait for a battle. Those 2 competitors here in the woods, it should be exciting.
Hey everyone, Terry Miller, the Disc Golf Guy here. I feel like there's 2 options that remain. Either you click subscribe and you watch more golf and content right here on the channel, or you go outside and you play. If you're not going to do those, then head on over to the Disc Golf Network and make sure you sign up so you can watch live disc golf almost every weekend.